We all know that person, the one who goes completely silent when things get overwhelming. They'll say, "I'm fine," but their eyes, their posture, and the distance they put between you and them tell a different story. They are struggling. Often, society brushes this off as being emotionally unavailable, immature, or just playing mind games. But at raw human psychology, we see it differently. We don't just see someone who stopped talking. We see a nervous system that has, quite intelligently, decided that silence is the only safe place left to go. This isn't a character flaw. It's a complex, hardwired survival mechanism that's been misunderstood for far too long. Today, we're going to strip away those labels and look at the anatomy of that silence. 1. The biological reset, understanding the vagus nerve. When stress hits its peak, your vagus nerve acts like an emotional circuit breaker. According to polyvagal theory, when the world feels too loud or threatening, we can slip into a dorsal vagal shutdown. It's our most primitive survival response, a biological freeze. You don't choose to stop talking here. Your nervous system is simply prioritizing survival over social niceties. Your heart rate slows, your chest tightens, and you physically disconnect to conserve energy. It's not avoidance. It's an ancient, automatic rescue mission to keep you from falling apart. Recognizing this as a protective function, rather than a failure, is the first step towards self-compassion. 2. Cognitive decoupling. Why words fail you. Ever felt like your mind is racing with 1,000 thoughts, but you physically cannot get the words out? This is known as cognitive decoupling. Under extreme emotional stress, your Broca's area, the part of the brain that handles language, starts to go offline. Your brain is running a high-stakes diagnostic, shifting resources away from talking and toward keeping your internal system regulated. You aren't being stubborn. You're being hijacked by your own biology. When someone pushes you for an answer in that state, they're asking a system that's currently rebooting to perform a high-level task. The blank look on your face isn't emptiness, it's the labor of staying whole. If you've ever felt misunderstood by your silence, or if this finally puts a name to what you've been feeling, drop "I am processing" in the comments. We're building a community here, and your support matters. Make sure to stay until the end, where we'll talk about how to regain your internal control. 3. Neuroplasticity, the survival blueprint. Your silence is a blueprint shaped by neuroplasticity. If you grew up in an environment where your pain was treated as a burden, your brain learned a hard lesson. Vulnerability is dangerous. According to attachment theory, these early experiences create neural highways. Years later, your brain still hits that familiar silence trigger to protect you from the pain you were once punished for showing. It's not a defect. It's a shield you built when you had no other way to survive. The challenge now is realizing that the shield that once saved you might be the very thing blocking you from connection today. 4. The deep work. What happens inside your silence. Inside that silence, you aren't doing nothing. You are engaged in deep cognitive reflection. Your brain is running complex simulations, testing every angle of the conflict. You're reviewing memories, spotting old patterns, and calculating the risks of what you might say. You aren't avoiding the problem. You are auditing your own reality to make sure that when you finally do speak, your truth is clear, precise, and fair. That's why quiet people often carry so much weight in their words. They aren't just reacting, they are synthesizing. 5. The art of emotional integrity, reclaiming your voice. This is what we call emotional integrity. You aren't using words as weapons to win an argument, nor are you dumping unfiltered raw pain onto others. By waiting until your window of tolerance reopens, You ensure your communication is constructive. The words that eventually come out aren't reactionary, they are wise conclusions. They carry weight because they were born from self-processing, not from a heat-of-the-moment flare-up. This is a deliberate art, speaking only when your heart and your head are aligned. To sum it up, your silence is a sophisticated neurobiological architecture, not a system error. The wrong people will always misinterpret your stillness, but those who truly matter will learn to honor it. Your silence is the prerequisite for authentic connection. If this resonates with you, subscribe to Raw Human Psychology, leave a like, and let's keep decoding the human experience together in the next episode.